Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing Fogu Dhabi. Now, I was definitely committed to solving this puzzle for a couple of reasons today. One is we are doing all of the series. This is the Fog Places series from Meggen033 that you guys absolutely love and adore. And the other places, of course, I think I've mentioned on the channel before that I was born and raised in Dubai and, the neighboring city slash emirate of Abu Dhabi. So it's not quite like feeling like at home, but, a place that certainly I do miss on occasions. Anyway, enough of the introduction. Let's take a look at today's puzzle and rule set with Fogu Dhabi by Meggen033 and the following set of rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, every 3 by 3 box, so nothing unusual here. Digits along each arrow. Oh, hang on, I've missed a rule. Adjacent digits along a green German whisper line must have a difference of at least 5. If this cell is a 2, these would have to be 7, 8, 9 to be 5 or more away. You oscillate between high digits 6, 7, 8, 9, low digits 1, 2, 3, 4. You know the usual story, and back and forth we go. Digits along an arrow must sum to the digits in the attached circle. So these two cells, if they are 1 and 2, for example, they sum up to 3, which I'd have to be able to write in here. White dot between cells indicates cells with consecutive values and not all dots are given. If I go back to my 3 example, this would mean this would have to be 2 or 4 for it to be consecutive. No negative constraints mean if this 4 is here, clearly consecutive with the 3, you can see that there is no white crop key dot despite the fog, but that's entirely allowed under today's rules. Digits in a cage do not repeat and sum to the clue in the top left. That means somewhere in this fog is, a cage, let's say, that does this. You will be given a sum in the top left corner. You need to come up with 3 unique digits that add up to it. That's it. Oh, of course, the grid is partially covered with fog. That's the reason you guys love this series. And correctly placing digits will clear the fog around that cell. If that was a 2, all of the surrounding cells will be revealed. So, as always, if you want to play along, link will be in the description down below for you to do so. And with that said, I'm going to restart the clock and see how I got on. Now, as usual, like if there isn't a fairly obvious place to start, I look at German whispers and I give them some false polarities. We know they oscillate between high and low digits. Purple, orange, that will do. Can this be 5, or is that definitely purple? Is there a quick way for me to determine that? So if this is 5, for it to not be purple as in the same polarity, then these 2 would have to be low digits. I'm just low digits. And then these can't be low. So this would have to be 6, this would have to be 1, this would have to be 2, 3, 2, 3. And then I'm kind of struggling with the white crop key dot. Couldn't be 2. And yeah, the 2 would not be, yeah. This is not working. So 5 is not here, 5 is on the arrow. That's one quick way of doing it. And obviously 5 is not on the Sudoku. Just double checking that again because that's a good conclusion because it will give us polarity and everything and we'll crack on with a solve. Here's another thing, let's just do that instead. Can this be anything other than 5? And if it's not 5, there you go. Don't know why it took me so long. If this is not 5, it's the same polarity as purple. And obviously can't be 5, it's the same polarity again. And then it's the same polarity again. And you end up 5 of the same digits of low or high, which is impossible. That is 5. This is 4, 6. Made this way harder for myself. 5 means this is a high digit. This is going to be a high digit. This is a low digit. This is a high digit. This is 6. This is 1. This is 4. This is 9. This is 2 or 3. This is 2 or 3 to be consecutive. This is 7 or 8. This is 7 or 8 to be consecutive. And the arrow sums all look good. Where do we go from here? 9 cages and 11 cages. Notice there's a bit of rotational symmetry, but, I point these things out. And obviously I've been given enough feedback about not using it and assuming that unless it's explicitly stated in the rules and not assuming that we have a unique solution, not using it. 9 cage. Can't be 1/8 actually. I was about to pencil mark that. That would have been a waste of time. 2, 7. 7 would have to be here. 3, 6. 6 would have to be there. 4, 5. Not possible. 11 cage. 2, 9. Can't be done. 3, 6. Not 3, 6. Excuse me. 3, 8. Yeah, possible. 4, 7. Possible. And then 5, 6. Not possible. We end up with a 3, 7 pair. Consecutive digits, well, it's not 2, it'll be 4. 6 or 8. How is this helpful? 6, 3 would require 4, would put 7, 4. That's why it's helpful. So I may have gone a bit quick there. 6 and 3. 3 can only be consecutive to 4 because of the 2. If that's 3, that's 7. To get to 11, that would be 4. I'd end up with double 4. No, not double 4. That's 8. That's 6. That's got to be 7. That's 2. That's 3. That's 8. And we keep going. This now is 1, 2, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 8, 9. And the arrow sums, of course, tells us this is not 1 or 2. I'm not going to be able to make that work. And the same is true in here. So this is an 8, 9 pair. This is a 1, 2 pair. Despite how high this is, actually, yeah, 6 and 7 means that would have to be 8 or 9 if it's high. Impossible. 1, 3, 4. Not 4 because this can't be 9. Can't be 6 with a double 1. That's a 7, 8 pair in column 4. That's a low digit of 1, 2, 3. Since that can't be 9, it can't be 4. Probably similar logic in here. Not necessarily. No, yeah. So I could have done something like 6 with 1 and 2, because that would get me to 9. In fact, 8 and what am I doing? 9, 8. Sleuth. So that would have kind of worked, but the 6 here doesn't. So because this is not 6, and obviously 7 is too big, this is again low, and it's 1, 2, or 4. This time the 4 works because this could be 9. This is a high digit. This is 7, 8, or 9. This is a low digit once again, 1, 2, or 3, and this time I'm actually allowed a 4. Not sure actually. Can I do much with these two cells? I mean, this is not 1 or 2. It's already at 3. Let me have a think. So what is the biggest I can do here? 5 with 1 and 2? 1, 2, 3, 8. Yes. Can't do any bigger. But it's essentially 3, 4, or 5. Yeah, this is not the best use of my time. There has to be something a bit more easy. 21 cage, that's kind of secretly revealed itself. What's the significance of that? Let's have a think. So if it doesn't have a 9, it's interesting because it's 6, 7, or 8. In fact, actually, this is something interesting. 9, 7, 8. This is, and it can't be 4, and I think 3 is too small because that would be 18, yep. So this is 5 or 6. So essentially, I'm kind of covered for low digits now in the 21, and I need 2 high digits to make it 21. That's 5, for example. These 2 cells have to add up to... I can do maths. I'm struggling to do maths right now, but I normally can do maths. $16. He says that as if it's such a huge grand reveal. Why am I so unsure about this? So if it's 5, then yes, I need 16. 16 is 7 and 9. There is no other way of doing it, and that 7 would force this. 6 would require 15. And then 6 and 7 would require essentially a 6 or 7 in here, and then 8 or 9 in there. But of course, if that was 6, I'm not doing 6, 9, I'm doing 6, 7, 8. Sleuth. But this is 8 or 9. This is always 7. That is not 7. That's an 8, 9 pair. For all the good that has done. This is, if this is low, sorry, if this is high, it's not 6 or 7, it'll be another 8 or 9. Yeah, that looks entirely feasible. If it's low, it's not 2, it's not 4 because of this 9. So it could be 1 or 3, and it could be 8 or 9. It gives me almost a quadruple in column 3, but not quite enough. Not great. The fact that this is a minimum of 3 and this is a minimum of 1 tells me that this is no more than 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So essentially I've got 3 low digits in here. The 14k should start to become interesting. So 14, the challenge of course is that could be 4 cells, and I wouldn't have been any the wiser. Because, you know, the minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, that's sort of 10, that's way under. 5 cells doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would get me to 15, which is too big. But with 1, 2, 3 low digits gone, 14 has to be 3 cells. Because the minimum now I could make 3 cells is 1, 5, 6, 7, which is way too, sorry, 4 cells is too big. So that stops here. I say all of this as if it was immensely useful and critical for the next solve. 2, 1, 2, sleuth, what are you doing? How about I do some Sudoku for a second? I mean, it's such a controversial idea, I know sometimes. 9 has to be up here. 3 is not there. Oh dear. Could have saved myself a lot of time there. 4, 5, 2, 3. In here is 1 and 7. Guess what's not 7? That's 1, that's 7. You know, you're going to be kind in the comments, aren't you? I absolutely trust that you guys are going to be kind in the comments. 1 would require 2 cells to add up to 8. Can't be a double 4. That's not 4. 1 and 2 would go with 6 or 7. It's not 7. It's 6. It's 2. Not a good day for kind of my New Year resolution, clearly. Sorry, fairly obvious. The 6 gave me that. Give me that. That is not 9. Okay. I removed the wrong digit. 138. That's better. 3 doesn't work because that can't be 8 or 9. So at least we're now down to 1 digit. If it's 1, that would have to be 6. And actually, that would have to be 6, 9, 7, 8. Interesting. Okay. And if it's 8, I have a lot more options. 1 and 2 here. 1, 2, and 3 in here. 9 gave me 8. Remove the 4 option. Gave me a 1, 2, 3 triple. With 5 in here, I know 4 is not there. 4 is not here. 4 is in there. In fact, 4, 9 pair. I say 9 because the 9 can't be in here since this can't be an 8. And without 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 8, 9, it says 6, 7, which removes my 6 option, which means that has to be high. That is 1 or 2. This is 1, 2, 3. This is 6, 7, and this is another 1, 2, 3. In fact, there's a definite 2 in here now. Up there is another 1, 3 with a 6. At least I'm glad that I am doing Sudoku now. Actually, 6, 7. Come on, sleuth. 7, 5, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, I was going to say that hasn't helped me, but yes, it has. 2, 3, not 3. That's 1, 6. That's actually 8. That leaves 1 and 3 as an option. 3 in here means these 2 cells need to add up to 5. And that can't be 1. These 2 cells are known. 4 9s again. These are 2, 5, no, 3, 5, 7. 5 can't be on a German whisper line. 3 or 7, 7 works. That can't be 2, it could be 1. 3 also works. That's not 8, it would be 9. So I end up with a 1, 9 in here. Not sure why that's useful. For a second I thought that was solved. That isn't. So it's either the 14 cage or some Sudoku that I'm missing. Both entirely plausible. 1, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all looks good to me. I mean, if it is Sudoku, it's well hidden Sudoku. So I am going to have a think about the 14 cage for a second. So we said it's 3 cells. 2, sleuth. 1. Right, we have a definite low digit in here. Otherwise 5, 6, 7 is too big. It's got to be 3. Then I need 2 digits that add up to 11. I'm going to say it's got to be 3, 5, 6 because 2, 9, 3, 8, 4, 7 are all not available. So that can't be 7. And these are from 3, 5, and 6. That is not a 6. That is a 6. That gives me a 3, 5 pair. These are, well, it's not 7 in here. That's the 7. And this is the 9. That gives me my 1, my 7, another 3, 5 to give me a 3, 5 pair in the column. 1 gives me a high digit that is not 6 or 9, 7 or 8. That is not 6 here. That is not 6 here. That is 6 there. I know, you guys might be saying something about the 12 cage here. I'll come back to that, but 3, 4 pair. Yeah, 3, 4 pair. Still not resolved. Still not resolved. Yeah, not resolved, not resolved, not resolved. Okay, we're kind of running out of things to resolve to make progress. Eight is down here. One is inside the 12 cage. 1 is inside the 12 cage. The 12 cage can't be 2 cells anymore. It's got to be at 3 cells. It's a very weird shaped cage because it's got the 8. So, all right, so it's at least 3 cells. And it includes the 8 and includes the 1. So it must include 1 digit or 2 digits that add up to 3. And it's not 2 digits because 1 is not available. So this is 138. That's not 1. That's not 8. 138 gives me 4, gives me 3. It doesn't help. Oh, yes, it does. Come on. Sleuth. 138 gives me, I'm going to say 579. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Yes. Yeah. 579. Not 9. 4, 5, 7, 9. Not helpful. 3, 4. Not helpful. Am I missing a 2? Yeah, that's 2. 138, definite 1, another 38, and then a 5. Yes, a 5, which makes 3, 5, 3. Then the rest of this. So I said, oh, no 1. I mean, we knew that. No 3 is 3. Oh, hang on. 3 was always there. Come on. 3 is in here as well. May as well take it. 1 gave me 6 and 1. 4, 9 is not. What is the rest of this? 1, 2, 3. No 4s. Is a 4. 5, 7, 8. Not 7. Is 7. 5, 8. 5, 8. Not 8. Not 8. Is 8. Not 7 is 5. 5 gave me 4, 5, 7 pair. Not sure why that's helpful. 19 cage next, presumably. I mean, it's 4, 5, 8, 9 in here. 4, 5, 8. That's 9. That's 4, 5, or 8. Yeah, that still hasn't changed. Hang on. It can't be 5 because essentially the remaining 2 cells have to add up to 10. So it's not 5 with a double 5. 8 with 2 works. 4 with 6, of course, works. 1, 2, 6 in here, still works. Hang on, 9 gave me 4, gave me 8. Sudoku, sleuth. 9, 5, 8. I mean, one day, in the maybe not too distant future, I should probably switch on pencil mark checking so you guys are not just watching me fail scanning constantly. That must be frustrating at times. 1, 2, 3, triple. This is 6 or 7. 7, 1, 2, 3, triple. So I do know what this is. Looks like 5. And then 1, 2, 6. It's not 6. That's the only place for 6. This is 1 or 2. It's not 1. It's 2. 1, 3, 2, 3, and 1 for the finish. Beautiful puzzle, Meggen033. Beautiful puzzle. Right, hope you guys enjoyed the puzzle and the video, and I'll see you back soon. Bye-bye for now.